You're trying to lose weight and it seems like nothing is sticking. You've been looking online, you've been on TikTok, you've been on Instagram, you've been on YouTube, you've looked up every resource possible, and it's becoming draining. There's literally so much information out there that's telling you how to eat, how much water to drink, what you should do, what you shouldn't do. And it's just so much information being thrown at you at once. It's crazy. I get it. I've been there when I first started my weight loss journey, and I'm right there again. But I just want to say, doing this right now, watching this video right now, is the hardest part. It is step one. And I just want to congratulate you, because a lot of people aren't even at this step yet. Just think where you could be in 6 months or a year just by taking a few of these tips that I'm about to give you in this video. If you're someone who's been struggling to just simply start their weight loss journey or to start a healthy lifestyle, I truly believe that this video is for you. I'm going to be sharing with you all the tips and tricks that I've been using to start my weight loss journey. I too have been really struggling to lose this weight. I've already lost 30 pounds and I still have another 30 pounds to lose. It's been extremely harder this time around. So even if you're just now starting your weight loss journey, or you hit a plateau, or you just haven't been motivated, I got you. Keep watching this video. I promise you, you're gonna benefit from it. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So first things first, I highly recommend you go to the doctors or get some type of test to see where your hormones is, what type of things are going on in your body. If you have PCOS, if you have an insulin resistance, like anything that can be holding you back from your weight loss, definitely go get that checked, because a lot of people tend to look over that, and that can be the underlying thing that's stopping you from getting the weight off. Also checking your hormone imbalances and really monitoring your stress to see where your stress levels are, because a lot of people don't know, but stress for one kills. And when you stress, when your body is constantly under a state of stress, it's trying to survive. So it's not going to lose any weight. It's going to hold everything that you're doing. It's going to hold it in. It's not going to shed anything off, because it's just simply trying to survive and get you through to the next day. So if you're constantly stressed out, if your body is constantly feeling like it's in survivor mode, that's exactly what it's going to do. Survive. It's not going to shed anything. So you can be doing everything under the sun possible to lose weight. You can be working out super hard. You can be eating less. You can be doing so much stuff. But the fact that you're in like a toxic situation or a stressful environment, it's going to counterproduct everything that you're doing. So definitely make sure that you're regulating and figuring out your stress levels to see what's going on. My glucose was spiking up a lot due to things that I was doing, like high intensity workouts. So my levels were spiking a lot. The foods that I was eating was spiking up my levels a lot. Going through stressful situations was spiking up my levels a lot, making me really have hormonal imbalances. It was really every single thing that I was doing that I thought that was productive to me. That's why it's so important to do things that is specific for your body. You can't just go look at what somebody's doing and apply it to you, because you can have a whole different chemical makeup than somebody else. You can have underlying problems that that person does not have. So you're thinking that you should be doing what they're doing, and nothing is going on in their body, but for you it's different. So it's making everything inside of you just out of whack, just go crazy. And so you're holding on to all that weight. And also for me, after I went through trial and error, when I was doing a lot of HIIT and nothing was coming off, I realized that for my body, the best thing for me to do is low intensity, steady state cardio, which includes walking, hiking, yoga, Pilates, just really calming type of workouts, so my body wasn't constantly spiking up to compensate for the high intensity levels of cardio that I was doing. My body was constantly always in like zone 1 or zone 2. I also found out through my VO2 max test. When I'm in zone 1 and 2, that's when my body is burning the most fat. Not burning sugar, not burning anything else, but burning fat. You always want your body to be burning fat. And so that was my sweet spot. That's what I found out that worked super great for me. When I started walking, I really saw the weight starting to shed off. I started seeing my body starting to like come into the shape that I truly wanted. I made this tip number 1 because it's so important to be in tune with your own personal body. A lot of people tend to overlook this part of it, of weight loss, but knowing your body and knowing exactly what works for you, knowing your stress levels, all of that incorporated into one, and just being mindful with yourself is like literally the blueprint, chef's kiss. I really highly recommend getting some work done, getting some tests done, just to see where your body is, you know? Then I also adapted a low glycemic diet, which really helped with my hormone imbalance and my glucose spiking up. So I was eating foods that doesn't raise your blood sugar high after you eat them. I love to say doing a little bit of something over time results to something greater and bigger after a while. And I got this from The Compound Effect. I love that book. I also highly recommend reading that book since you're about to start your weight loss journey. It helped me so much with making little itty bitty changes, and then it resulted into something so much bigger over time, which brings me to making sure you're getting your steps in every single day. 10K steps. If you can't get to 10K steps, I would at least start with 5 to 8K steps just to start off. People really underestimate walking and how beneficial it is to your body. There's been a lot of research done over the years, especially during COVID, where they said that sitting down throughout the day for long periods of time is equivalent to smoking 10 packs of cigarettes. When I heard that, I thought that was so crazy. And I knew that I needed to get some physical activity in daily. So I started walking my 10K steps. And when I tell you, like, I really can't even boast about it enough. It was crazy. So a little backstory. I ended up getting a job where I had to walk a lot. But at first, in the beginning of the job, I was sedentary. It was a sedentary job at first, right? And then I got moved to a different place within the job to where I had to do a lot of walking around, right? So I started walking around like for the first week when I was in my new position, I was walking like at least, like when I would look at my phone and look at my Apple Watch, I was seeing that I was like averaging about 5K steps every single day, right? And I'm like, oh my gosh, my pants are getting a little bit looser. Like, is this because I'm walking? And take into consideration that I did not change my eating. Like, I was still eating the same type of foods that I usually always eat. But the only thing that was different was that I was upping my cardio, getting more physical activity in every single day. And when I tell you, my thighs have always been a big problem for me. I started at my heaviest, my thighs were 34 inches. Y'all, when I start walking, my thighs right now are 29 inches. Do you understand how much of how big of a circumference of 34 inches is to then get shrunk down to 29? Amazing. Pants start fitting so much better. Like, my curviness, my body really start going crazy. Like, I can't stress this enough. Definitely start getting your steps in. If you need to, buy a walking pad. If you need to, like what some tricks I would do is, like, if I go to the mall, I would park super far from the door just to get those extra steps in. You know, when I would leave my house, I would take the stairs, not the elevator. Like, I would just do little things purposely to help me get more steps in. Me and my boyfriend, we get home, it's dinner time, we eat, and then, you know, our routine is to lay down and watch some TV. No, I'm pulling that walking pad out and I'm walking while we're still watching TV. So we're still bonding, but now I'm walking. So now I'm averaging about 10 to 15K steps a day. Okay? A day. And that's when I really start seeing the difference. And keep in mind, like I stated earlier, this is a form of low intensity, steady state cardio. So my body was eating it up. My body loved it. Like, it was no longer getting spiked up. It was no longer under stress. It was cool. It was just easy breezy, taking walks outside during the sunny days. Like, it was just so beautiful. Taking hikes. Like, it was just so easy. It was so fun. Like, it's so fun. Like, I'm still doing it now, and I love my daily walks. Like, so yeah, getting your steps in is such a easy thing that you can start when you start your weight loss journey. It's so easy, so simple, and it's something that we should be doing anyways. So when you take that first step, just think how happy your body is and really thank yourself for taking that first step. Literally. You may have heard that the only way to lose weight is being in a calorie deficit, or you may have not heard it. You're hearing it here for the first time because it's true. It's scientifically true, scientifically proven. The only way you can lose weight is being in a calorie deficit. And being in a calorie deficit is simply eating less calories than you already are burning every single day. Once you get this down packed, the weight's gonna fall off. The weight's going to fall off because it's scientifically proven. It has to. It has to. So you first are going to go to Google and you're going to type in TDEE calculator. You're going to put in all the information that is needed into that type of calculator thing. If you know your body fat percentage, even better. You're gonna put that all in, and then it's gonna work out some numbers and it's going to give you your TDEE. Let's say your TDEE is 2,000 calories. Now, to be in a calorie deficit, you're going to want to take away 250 calories to 500 calories. Be in that range. Okay? So I like to do 500 calories. So now that I took away 500 calories from my 2,000 TDEE, I am now in a calorie deficit of 500 calories, which means I'm going to be eating 1,500 calories every single day. Simple. Then you're going to get a scale, because you can't know how much you're really truly eating if you're not weighing out your food. I'm so sorry to be the one to tell you, but it's true. It's true. You may think that cup of oatmeal that you just poured in your bowl was like 100 calories. You may think it, but until you measure it into grams and you really truly see that was actually 150 calories, that 50 calories could have either put you at maintenance or took you over to where you're now no longer in a calorie deficit. Really getting down to the nitty gritty and getting those numbers are super important. It helped me. I put everything that I calculate and measure into my FitnessPal or any type of apps like that, and I put it in there, and it keeps me on track to how many calories I know I'm eating every single day, or how many calories I still have to work with and play with throughout the day. Staying organized helped me and helps me so much on my weight loss journey. What I mean by that is I invested in a meal plan. I invested in a fitness plan. So whenever I'm going to the grocery store, I have everything written out, like a shopping list that I need to prepare my meals, to the fact where I'm not just getting anything willy-nilly. Now, don't get me wrong, I do not like to deprive myself from the things that I love, but I am learning discipline and portions. So like, let's say if me and my boyfriend are having like a little date night, a little movie night or whatever at the house, like of course I'll get little snacks that I really enjoy. Like I love cookie dough, so I'll get like the mini cookie doughs. Like instead of getting the big fat chunk cookie doughs, I get the mini cookie doughs. So it's technically less calories. It's still all, you know, junk food, but at least I'm still getting the taste of what I love, just in a fraction. And so when I want to do stuff like that, I'll get my cookie dough, but I already have a list to where I need to get. My meal plan is super simple, so I'm getting things like chicken breast, I'm getting brown rice, my kale, like I'm getting things like that, like sauces for my salads, like just really simple things like that. Me being organized for one saved me a lot of money, and it saved me a lot of heartache from, you know, binge eating and then trying to step on the scale and seeing the number go super high and not understanding why. And then the fact that I got my fitness plan, I am literally in and out of the gym, and I love it. I go into the gym and I know exactly what I'm doing. I know what machine I need to get on. I know how to prioritize. Like I'm just like in my head, like, okay, I need to go to the hip thrust machine first. So baby, let's get up in there. Let's hurry up and get a hip thrust machine. Or boom, if it's taken, I'm like, okay, cool. I need to do some type of form of hip thrust, so I know that I could go get some dumbbells and do some hip thrusts with those. Like I just know exactly what I'm doing. I know how many sets I want to do. I have the amount of like weights that I did last time, like I have it written down in my notes. So I'm just really staying organized to where I am doing ample amount of things that I need to do in the gym, and that's it, and I'm gone. So I definitely do recommend investing in those things. If you are in the market of any of those type of resources, I have them on my website at LeneFitness.com. I sell meal plans, and I also sell workout fitness plans. Those are the only things that I use, and it has been a wonder. It has helped me so much. Like I said, 2023 was a very trying year, and during the summer I was consuming a lot of alcohol, a lot of dairy, a lot of gluten, just things that was puffing me up. When I tell you I was so bloated, my gut health was so out of whack, it was crazy. I was eating a lot of foods that was inflaming my gut. My back rolls were not going anywhere. They were stuck on me like white on a rice. My gut started to hang over. My thighs were super jiggly and pudgy. Like I just looked bloated like everywhere. My face was bigger. Like now it's giving cheekbone, but in the summer, baby, it was giving none of that. It was just giving very swollen, and that is because my gut health was just out of whack. I was eating all the wrong things that I should not have been eating. Like I was just doing way too much. But it was a game changer when I started to realize the foods that I was eating was making me bloated. And that's because I took a food sensitivity test, and I started to see what foods was making me inflamed. Like for example, mustard was inflaming my gut. And so I love mustard, but I started to wean myself off of it and not eat it as much. When I tell you, I used to eat like, it was kind of crazy. I used to eat globs of mustard. Now I don't do that. I may do a little squirt of it to where it's not affecting my gut health. I completely cut out cow's milk and cow's milk products because that was like the biggest thing that was keeping my gut inflamed. So now I'm doing almond milk. When I'm in the taste of Greek yogurt, so I love Greek yogurt because it's so high in protein, but now I do like a coconut based Greek yogurt, so there's like no dairy in it. I changed my protein powder from whey protein to now vegan pea protein. So just making swaps like that really helped my gut. It kept everything moving. I also started incorporating L-glutamine I get my L-glutamine from ehplabs.com. Use my discount code LENAE. That's also where I get my protein powder as well. They have so many flavors. I love them. I get my protein in. My goal is to get around 150 grams of protein every single day. And my protein powder from EHP Labs has definitely been helping me a lot. But L-glutamine and eating my greens, my daily greens, has definitely kept everything moving and keeping my bloat down and just getting like my gut health really in check. So now I'm eating things that have like natural digestive enzymes in them, like kiwis, pineapple, sourdough bread. And I'm also taking digestive enzymes like my probiotic, my prebiotic pills. Like I'm taking things like that just to help aid everything going on already inside. I want healthy gut flora in there, just, you know, and the pre and probiotic is definitely helping with that. And when I started to learn what was inflaming me, I really started to see everything start to go down. That's why I think it's so important to figure out what is not sitting right with you, what's inflaming your gut, what's not working for you. Because as you're trying to lose weight, your flame being in and your gut being inflamed is not going to help the situation. It's just going to prolong it and make it harder for you to get the weight off. So I would definitely recommend talking to a nutritionist, talking to your doctor, getting a specialist, or getting some tests done to really see what is inflaming your gut. And we cannot talk about gut health and healthy insides without mentioning water. Getting your adequate amount of water intake in daily, like super important. We're already made up like what, of 70 to 80% of water. You want to be drinking the adequate amount of water for your specific body, just so it can get everything in your body that does not need to be there. It needs to get flushed out, and water is the best thing to do that. Not only does it flush you out, but it fuels you. It also helps you fuller for longer. My trick is I love to drink at least 1 to 2 cups of water before I eat, because it's tricking my mind like, oh, I'm actually pretty full because I just drank all this water. I don't really need to even eat all of my food. So that's just a little tricky trick if you're, you know, struggling with portions and overeating. Also, a lot of times that you're craving something, you're actually not craving it, you're just in a lack of something. And most of the times you're dehydrated, you're in a lack of hydration. So once you replenish your body with all the things that you need, that water gives you, you then start to see the cravings start to go away. And another thing to help with dehydration is I like to take Celtic salt or real salt, and I like to take a dab of it and put it on my tongue. Let all of it just, you know, let it soak in for like 3 to 5 seconds, and then I like to drink some water. Wash it down, and that really helps with dehydration, because sometimes your body could be overhydrated, and so you need some salt just to balance everything back out and replenish you. And the last thing that I want to talk about in this video is finding your why, and finding a why that is bigger than yourself. This step is also so important in starting your weight loss journey, because what we as humans tend to do is we tend to fail ourselves a lot easier and quit on our dreams a lot easier than we are for somebody else. Like, for example, you know, like I feel like a lot of moms could relate to this. Like, sometimes they don't want to wake up and go to work because they just don't want to, or they're just tired, but then they be like, boom, I got a kid. I can't quit on my kid. I have to get up and get it popping because it's bigger than me. I have somebody else that's looking up to me that is depending on me, so I have to go. Like, I cannot call up. I gotta get up and get it, you know? And so I love to take that and use it for my own, because there are times where I'm like, yo, I am tired. I don't want to go to the gym. Honestly, I want to binge eat all of this cake and sit in the bed and feel sorry for myself. And then I get a beautiful comment on TikTok or Instagram on YouTube from a supporter saying how much their videos is helping them in their journey right now, and how looking at me and seeing what I'm doing is helping them push through and continue on. And it puts a battery back into my back to where it's like, this is bigger than me. Like, Courtney, this is bigger than you. You can't just give up. There's people literally looking up to you, looking to see what you're doing, to see how you got through it, because this is a marathon. This is not just a simple fast race. This is a lifestyle. Some people, like for example me, I don't lose weight quickly. Like, it just hasn't been a thing for me, and it is what it is, and I've come to accept it. It's fine. But there's probably somebody else, even if it's one more person, there's probably somebody else right now who's like, oh my God, everything that I'm doing is not working. I'm about to give up. And then they come across my video and they see that I'm doing it and I'm pushing through. And now I just help them continue to push on and push through. It's always going to be bigger than yourself. Like, it's always going to be bigger than yourself. We have purpose here. God's will is always being done, okay? That's what I pray for all the time. I just pray that God's will is being done and I'm doing what He wants me to do. And I just pray that I can get my experiences and my messages out, and I pray that they can help somebody. What I love to do is, I actually made a collage of like all the great comments that people have said to me, and like my inspirational pictures and everything. That is my screensaver. That's what I see every single time I click on my phone. That's what I see. So I'm reading everything that people are saying to me, and it's like, dang, okay, yeah, it's go time. Let's get it. I got people depending on me. Let's get it done. Like, let's go do this workout. Let's film this content. Let's talk about the things that I'm going through. Let's talk about the things that's not working. Let's be transparent. Let's really, let's try to help some people. Like, that's literally what's going through my mind every single day, especially on the days that I don't want to do anything. So I just pray that you continue to show up for yourself. And sometimes if it's not even for yourself, show up for the things that are bigger than you, Continue to do the work, because you are the only person that at the end of the day, you have to live this life. You have to look in the mirror every single day, and you have to be okay with the actions that you're doing, what you see in the mirror, what you're putting in your body. You have to do it. You're the only person that can get you through this journey. You waking up, taking one step at a time, you and God are the only people that are going to get you through this journey. So don't give up on yourself. I believe in you. I hope that you believe in yourself. And even at the days where you don't believe in yourself, I know there are some people who are looking up to you and seeing that you're starting the journey, that you're getting it done, that you're inspiring them as well. So yeah, just be patient with yourself. Take one step at a time. Little steps over the span of time creates bigger things. So just take it day by day. I know this journey is not always easy, but you're going to be so happy and proud of yourself that you even took the first step, which is today, right now, watching this video. So yes, I really hope that this video helped you. I hope you learned some things. I hope you got inspired to start your weight loss journey. I know me just making this video has put even more motivation and more inspiration in myself to continue to get it done, get it going, not giving up, and just keep pushing. So with that being said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in seeing any of my other weight loss journey videos, be sure to click one of these right here, and I'll see you in the next one.